Now, it is with great pleasure that I present to you our gold Richie.
But before I get directly to that, let's start from the beginning and see how the meaning of Rangers changed for me. I began Royal Rangers all about 12 years ago when I was very young, shy, and curious straight arrow. This was the age group where I wasn't sure where my place was, but believed that former Commander Ray was a very big factor in helping me enjoy the program, and decided to stay in it. I remember vividly one day the commanders were giving out Indian names, and mine was Flying Eagle. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. At this age level for me, I was very competitive against Joshua Shaw and another boy named Nick. I always wanted to be one step ahead with earning my merits. However, we all seemed to stay about even throughout the whole thing. But at this point, all Rangers was to me was competition who could get the most merits. Once I got my first year of Buckaroos, I was so excited and hyped because I was now in the class with my big brother. Now just that this meant I could begin to go out on campouts very soon. I was so excited to finally start learning camping skills like ropecraft and firecraft. However, due to my epilepsy, which, by the way, the Lord did heal me from,
Amen.
My parents would not allow me on my camping trip. This made me sad, so I focused away from camping for the time being, and I focused back on getting as many Discovery Ranger merits as I could. So I did all my homework from Rangers. So Rangers at that point meant preparing myself for the great outdoors. The next year, Buckaroos became Discovery Rangers, and I made two new friends, Josh Gutierrez and Tom Gutierrez, who I still, by the way, can't tell the difference between. They helped me realize the meaning of teamwork in Rangers, which would help me a lot in the years to come. So at this point, Rangers meant teamwork, which isn't necessarily bad. I moved up to Adventure Rangers now, and I was so ready to take on the world. This would be the first time I got to experience a camp out. So my parents finally allowed me to go on Trail to Grizzly to begin my path to FCF. I took lashing, ropecraft, and my favorite fighter craft. I had the time of my life. I very much loved camp outs. The following year, I experienced JTC in my first powwow. But it was not until I turned 14 that I came to the realization that I was slowly being moved into various leadership positions, and my attitude and maturity would have to change. I very quickly came to the realization that hell was in fact a real place, and I would end up there if I didn't accept God into my life. I was desperate. I went to my parents' room crying one night and asked them to help me accept God. Rangers from that point on became much more to me than just campouts and medals. Rangers became a way to seek God while doing things I enjoyed and being with people I like. What most people didn't know is that I had begun struggling with pornography shortly before I accepted God. I struggled with this all up till about last summer. I knew that in order for me to be a leader in Rangers that I so much sought to be, I would have to cleanse this from my life and stop being a hypocrite. So I tried fighting it on my own for 2.5 years. It didn't work. I got to elite camp and I said to myself, I won't allow myself to finish this camp and call myself elite without conquering this addiction that I had. The second night of elite, I confessed everything I'd been doing to Commander Louis Lamo. He prayed powerfully over me for a long time. I cried till service had ended to his shoulder. When everyone had left, we spoke, and he became my accountability partner and told me to order a book called Every Young Man into Battle. I knew from that day on I could become the leader I so sought to be. That last day of the award ceremony, as I received my saber, in the saber, I got Philippians 4:13 inscribed, and it states, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I came to realize what Royal Rangers would mean to me. From that day on, Royal Rangers meant that I was ready for anything. It meant that I would be a spiritual leader and a mentor for boys growing up in the ministries. So to me, Royal Rangers is standing up for what is right, despite of physical and social adversity, and always pulling through for what is right, because the generation watching me one day will have to do something similar. So that is what Rangers means to me.
Johnny, as I know him, he's been a student of mine and Senior Chief Beecher's for 4 years now. And I suspect he came to us because his brother Mike was having so much fun with us. And he wanted to do it too. So he came on over, and he, like his brother before him, is serving as the executive officer. That's the number 2 cadet. We have 110 cadets here. Richie is the number 2 cadet, and he is doing a really good job. He has learned firsthand how to be a good leader by first being a follower, and Senior Chief Beecher taught him about that 4 years ago. He has also been a good mentor to the younger cadets, helping with a myriad of skills. Some I suspect he acquired right here with his involvement with the Royal Rangers. And as I said, he'll be leaving us this summer for the Army. We want to wish him well in that endeavor and enjoy your time in South Carolina in the hottest part of the summer. So I want to ask you, what don't you know about humidity? He's thinking a lot. So tonight, the Gold Medal of Achievement for Josh and Richie, an award which in its 50-year history has been earned by a little over 6,000 boys.
Congratulations, Richie, number 495, 2012, for completing the requirements to obtain the Gold Medal of Achievement, March 9, 2013, Long Island Sectional Staff. Psalms 37:23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord and delighted in his way.
Oh, it's on. Oh, wait, that was.